have you ever picked up a food package, you turn it over, and you still don't know if it's healthy? Because that used to be me. It seemed like every food package is being marketed as being healthy with high protein claims or organic, or it's made with whole grains. Like, I just didn't know what I was supposed to look for and what was actually healthy. Because for the longest time, I was relying on influencers and marketing claims to tell me what was healthy, until finally I realized that all I wanted was to finally understand food so that I could make those decisions myself. So today, I'm not going to be another influencer telling you what to buy and what not to eat. I want to share with you the 3 questions that I ask myself every time I pick up a packaged food so that you can have the confidence to make those decisions for yourself. Question number 1, what is the food actually made of? So the first thing I do is flip over the package and look at the ingredients list. And I'm not looking for perfection. Like, all I want to do is understand what the food is made of. So I'm looking for ingredients that I actually understand and recognize, ingredients that I have in my fridge or in my pantry, because ingredients are listed in order by quantity, meaning that the first few ingredients are the most important because that is what the food is mostly made of. So if I see that the first ingredient is high fructose corn syrup, I'm going to put it back, right? Because I want to look for something that has real sweeteners like maple syrup or honey. Or if I see like natural flavors, that's also like a red flag, because I want to look for foods that have real ingredients, real spices, like oregano, garlic salt, black pepper, like things that I actually have in my kitchen. And so, of course, there's ingredients that are going to take some time to learn and understand what they actually mean. Because just because you can pronounce it doesn't mean that it's not a good ingredient, right? And so that takes time. And so once you learn and have the knowledge to understand ingredients, that's going to be your number one thing that's going to help you, identify whether a food is healthy or not. Question number 2, does the nutrition actually make sense for the food? So once the ingredients pass, I look at the nutrition facts, and depending on what foods I'm buying, I'm looking for protein, fiber, added sugars, fat. And so this is where we just want to make sure that what we're buying is actually going to give our family the nutrients they need, and that it makes sense, right? So let's say I'm buying yogurt to have on those busy mornings in case I'm not able to make breakfast. We're just going to eat a yogurt. So if I see a yogurt that has like 20 grams of added sugar and only like 5 grams of protein, then that doesn't make sense. It's not going to keep us full. It's just basically a dessert. So I want to look for better options that are higher in the protein, lower on the added sugar. So this is going to look different for everyone. It just depends on your needs and what you are wanting to give your family. Question number 3. Does this food actually fit my family's life? And this is actually really important. There are 2 questions that we have to ask ourselves. The first one is, will my family actually eat the food? Because, we can find the perfect healthy food with the perfect ingredients and really good nutrition, but we know that our kids is not going to eat it, so why even buy it? We want to make sure that we're looking for foods that are not only healthy, but foods that we're going to enjoy, right? So like I recently found these frozen chicken tenders that are made with really clean ingredients. The nutrition is really good. And I knew my kids were going to eat them. So I bought them, and they make our lives easier. And they're convenient on those busy nights when I don't have time to make like a full meal. Which brings us to like the second question, which is this food going to make my life easier? I feel like sometimes we might buy healthy foods just because they're considered healthy, but it's a food that is not really convenient. Like, we never actually make it because it takes a long time. So we want to be looking for, foods that are not only going to be enjoyable, but are going to make our lives easier. Those 3 questions completely changed the way I grocery shop, and healthy eating doesn't feel overwhelming anymore because I'm no longer trying to keep up with all those food trends and listening to what everyone else is saying is healthy. I simply make intentional decisions, and my goal is not to tell you what not to buy and what to eat. I want to give you the confidence to be able to make those decisions for yourself, and I hope that this video is the first step to help you do that. But I I will see you next time. I help busy moms simplify real food and create everyday habits one day at a time. If that's something that interests you, don't forget to subscribe.